Are you a real estate agent, realtor, investor, or are you in the real estate business and you need new listings and deals? We have a solution for you, and that solution has guaranteed results. How much would you pay to get face-to-face with a homeowner that wants to sell their home? What if you also got their email address and daytime phone number? And what if this homeowner also scheduled you to come to their door at a set time to meet with you? Sound too good to be true? It isn't. And it is 100% guaranteed for you to meet face-to-face with a real homeowner who really needs to sell their home. Not only will you get this remarkable contact system and its 100% guarantee, at no additional charge, you will get weekly coaching, documents, and training on how to get that homeowner and convert them into a new listing. When you purchase, you'll also get a one-on-one walkthrough so that you can start using the system today. Visit www.thelistingmonster.com. That's www.thelistingmonster.com. Or call Diana Ortiz at 213-706-0040. Stop wasting time the old way. Use a monster and get actual results today.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to your coaching call for this week, your broadcast, your podcast, however you're listening to this live or on replay. It is September 19th, 2018. Normally, I am joined by my friend David-Bartels. I don't know where he is. Hopefully, he's okay. I'm checking to make sure he's okay. But I will be answering questions in regards to monster marketing. I will see about saving my article in case David shows up and get his feedback. I'm very interested in the article that I have going. Maybe we'll cover it at the end if we have time. So for those of you who don't know, David Bartels, one of my partners, is the owner of HomeLoanAdvocates.com, which is the largest organization for negotiating short sales in North America. If you need help, just type in HomeLoanAdvocates.com. Simple as that. I am the creator of Monster Marketing. You can go to thelistingmonster.com and find out more. Go to lee-honish.com and find out more. The Monster Marketing process is a 3-step process. It is very simple to put more arrows into the quiver. It's wonderful to see all my coaching students on the call. It's just you and me talking by myself. So this is going to be a very weird call. I'll see if I can make this entertaining to anybody who's listening along. Step 1 is to select 36 homeowners that are in default. That's anything greater than, my opinion, 91 days at 5 p.m. delinquent. Why? Because there's an 85% chance that they will never make another payment again. Where do you get that information? Notice of default, notice of sale, auction, or list pendants are available on 2 different websites. The first one is Realty Track. The second one is Property Radar. Simple enough. Second is to print out your marketing pieces, set them up exactly as we have taught you in your one-on-one coaching session, and go and apply the patented monster marketing piece onto the property, and then sit back and wait for your scheduled appointments. By design, the marketing piece is going to prompt the homeowner to call for more information. That call will go to a call center. The call center has a very specialized script. That very specialized script will schedule the homeowner to meet with you and talk about their loan mod and alternatives to foreclosure, which then leads to one of 2 outcomes at the front door. And looking at our questions today, we are looking at one of 2 outcomes. We'll talk about them all. So the 2 outcomes that will happen at the front door. I should say there's 2 outcomes from the call center, right? Either they want to meet with you or they don't want to meet with you. If they don't want to meet with you, you still have their cell phone and occasionally their email address. That's vital information for marketing to them later on. If you're capturing their cell phone numbers, then we could talk about, and we'll do this. I'll do some extra marketing after we're done recording the broadcast, but you can use Sly Broadcast. You can use email-based blasts and keep those, even those that don't want to meet with you, interested in talking with you. We've done it on this call. It has worked successfully for my business. I'm just telling you guys, Every bit of data you can get is good data. Remember the odds. Anybody who is NOD or greater, basically 6 months or greater, 8 out of 10 are not going to make another payment. So the question is, are they going to list with you, or is the bank going to sell it for them, right? There's nothing more frustrating than when I go to put up a marketing piece, right, a monster marketing piece, and see a for sale sign by somebody else. Now, lastly, what happens at the front door, and this question's coming up. So because you guys get a one-on-one, during that one-on-one, you guys are taught a script for conversion, right? There are two things that are going to happen at the front door on your first appointment. They're either working with an attorney, they're working with the bank, they're waiting to win the lottery, they're going back to work, their husband or wife isn't sick anymore, whatever, right? They live in a land where they will get back on their feet. They're going to take the loan mod, even though the loan mod statistically is going to be for the same amount, if not more, which they are. And they've already demonstrated they won't pay. And they have been saving up their money, which I even find equally amusing. So I'm just telling you this as a former banker. People who tell you, this is going back to the first questions we were answering before we recorded, right? People who tell you they're working the deal out with their attorney and their bank, I'm telling you this as a banker. People who don't pay, don't pay. It is rare, if not ever, that I give advice that I got into the business in 1988, not to date myself or make myself feel old. I'm old, and I've been doing this a long time. And when I started in 88, my question to my father, because we worked, defaulted properties, why don't we just rent back to these homeowners? And this is exactly what he said. And for all of you who've worked REOs, and for those of you who've worked in this group for a while, people who don't pay, don't pay. That is what he taught me. That is what I will teach you. So no matter what they say, I would like you to be a cynic and believe that they're not going to pay. It will benefit you in the long run. And the reason I say that it will benefit you in the long run, you need to be more aggressive with your follow-up so that you can convert more into listings. My job isn't, the thing that Monster does is guarantee face-to-face, which nobody else can do. I'm also guaranteeing putting you face-to-face with people that are statistically going to sell their house. Either they're going to sell it or the bank's going to sell it for them. So statistically, I'm giving you the best chance possible to get a listing on the 36-6-3 rule, right? Put up 36 marketing pieces. Call center should get about 6 responses. You should get about 3 face-to-face appointments per week if you're doing it correctly, right? And that should equate to about 1 listing every 4 to 6 weeks if you're doing it consistently, okay? There's no secret to it. You just keep doing it. It's a numbers game, okay? That's my little rah-rah motivation thing. So with all that said, and all that big buildup, let's answer some questions from the group. Very weird to do a spoken podcast without somebody to talk to. I've been doing it with David for several weeks. All right. First and foremost, Robert Hughes. Hi, Lee. I had my first appointment yesterday. The owner was very nice, and I sat down with her for 10 minutes. She hasn't paid her mortgage in 5 years. And as I said earlier, she's probably a countrywide loan too. She's been in a loan mod and waiting to hear back about it. But it seems like it's been dragging on. I told her she probably doesn't have much time left, and she has equity in her home. Okay, so let's go through it, right? This is category 1 of I've got it worked out, right? What's category number 2? I'm ready to list. None of you ever come to me with those problems. You just tell me, hey, I got somebody who's ready to list. So let's talk about category number 1, Robert. So they've got it worked out. They've got it all handled. It's nice to invest time. One of Diana's move, the person who taught you guys all your one-on-one script, her big move is to create the relationship, right? We have a process here for our listings. I put out the monster marketing myself. Okay. Diana Ortiz, who is a realtor, and her brother, who is an investor. There are 3 of us in the team. Okay. So I go put out the marketing because I have no shame, and I will tag everything. I have no issue about where I drop tags. I will walk up and hand tags to people. I will slap tags on the car windows of people. I will make sure my tags get seen. That's my job. If tags don't go up, nobody's getting an appointment. I'm going to tell you guys the biggest secret I know about monster marketing. Ready? If you're not putting tags up, you're not going to get any appointments. Simple as that. You have nobody to blame but yourself if you're not putting up a minimum of 36 tags per week. Oh, but I put them up in an area and I got a limited response. Try another area. Try a different list. Try a different data provider. Okay? You must be consistent. That's step one. Step two is the first meeting, which you just had, Robert, right? I send Kevin Saracani, who is Diana Ortiz's brother. And the reason I'm telling you all that, this goes back to likability. It has nothing to do with your ability to understand the foreclosure process. Kevin doesn't know anything about the foreclosure process. Okay? What he does understand what to do at the front door is to create a relationship and to be likable and to be trustable. I think the order for me, like, trust, and then expertise when it comes to getting a listing. Because he takes like and trust, then makes the handoff for the second appointment to Diana when they need more information. She is the expert, as many of you know, having done your one-on-one coaching call and met with her. You understand that she's comfortable talking about scripts and meeting with people. Simple as that. So the reason I'm telling you all this is for the simplistic reason of how it all lays out, right? So when Kevin goes to the front door, he's not there to worry about 5 years or whatever. Robert, it's just about creating the relationship and getting permission to follow up. Diana's move, which I will teach all of you, is, can I review documents with you once a month, check with you what you're doing with the bank? Sometimes the bank will take advantage of this situation and they will give you a higher loan modification, or they will possibly start a foreclosure process, right? You'll lose out on some of the equity in your home, which is a fact, Robert. I'm not teaching you anything that isn't a fact. Does that make sense? See if there's a follow-up to that down at the bottom. Yes. Okay, good. Let's take Arena's question. What marketing piece am I going to bring with me at the first meeting? At the first meeting, Arena, my personal feeling, and this is just me personally, I feel that the most powerful piece of information you can take with you, and I know all of you have done one-on-one coaching calls and mentoring sessions, and you've all had a package put together for you on what to take. I personally think the most important thing that I take with alternatives to foreclosure and all of that, I take all the same stuff as you. But the most powerful thing that we send Kevin with is a copy of their notice of default. For those of you on the East Coast, a copy of their list pendants or a copy of their auction date. Depends on where you're located, right? I think that is singularly the most important and most valuable, right? We're just talking about people that are in category number one, Arena, right? So people who are not in a position to sell their home right now. They're going to fight the system. They're going to teach the bank a lesson. They're going to sue the bank. They're going to win the lottery. They're going to keep the house. Okay, great. What's your plan B, right? We've talked about it a million times. What's your plan B? I really hope you get a loan modification, but what's your plan B? So really what's most valuable, and I've been saying this for a long time on our coaching calls, on podcasts, on whatever, as a coach for the last literally 11 years of teaching real estate agents, understand that you guys have value, right? I know the analogy is drawn that you are a specialist, like a doctor or a lawyer or somebody of that nature, right? They're asking for very specialized advice, and we're talking niche marketing, and I'm trying to make you experts in a niche. And one of the things you have to understand with people in this particular niche, they're going to try to keep their home. So is there value in me sending Arena to the front door as the valuable asset to the person so that they understand that they're really being foreclosed upon? Are you really working as a homeowner advocate? Are you creating trust and likability and all the other things? Does that make sense, Arena? I'm not disagreeing that those things aren't important. I don't. I don't really